So if you think Athens is a bunch of historic sites and a bunch of gray marble, you are absolutely wrong. I mean, look at this place.
Athens is one of the top cruise ports in the Mediterranean and a gateway to the Greek islands. Many travelers ask us if Athens is worth it. Today we'll list off the top things to see and do in this ancient city, from historic landmarks to the best experiences in Athens. Like most places in Greece, Athens is best experienced first with a local guide. Check out the variety of tours available throughout the city on our website. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to keep up with all the great content on our channel.
So the boys at Del Coffee Nail gave me a little bit of Rocky to end my meal on the house, of course, because they are so hospitable. Yamas. It's hard to understand modern Athens without coming to Syntagma Square, which has historic, political, and cultural significance to the Greek people. Historically, this is where Greeks gather for national important events, like when the military junta fell in 1974, or in most recent times when they were protesting against economic policy. This is also the political heart of the country. The neoclassical building that you see behind me was built in 1842 for the incoming king. Greece no longer has a king. This is now home to parliament and the seat of governments. Culturally, this also has a lot of meaning because there are important monuments in this square, like the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which is behind me, and that is guarded by soldiers dressed in traditional uniform called evzones. I'm gonna go check this out really quickly because they're about to start the changing of the guard. If you want a good spot for the changing of the guard, try to stand towards the middle here and try to stand as close as you can before the other military sort of yell at you. And then the new soldiers will parade out from the left, circle around, and then march down the middle. So the seas of tourists will part, you can take your pictures, and you will see them pay their respects to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and then march away. It's a really great ceremony that you shouldn't miss.
Experience Athens from a whole new perspective. Get onto the Mediterranean on a day or sunset cruise from Athens, where ancient history meets breathtaking views. You can spend the day relaxing on a boat or witness the magical Athenian sunset. The National Archeology Museum is undoubtedly the best crash course in Greek antiquities. It's a great place to learn about ancient civilizations and archaeological sites you'll visit on your Greece itinerary. The collection transports visitors through the history of Greek art from 7000 BC to 500 AD. These are some of the highlights of the collection: the Mask of Agamemnon, the Thera frescoes, the bronze collection, and the Artemisian jockey. A food tour in Athens is a fun way to explore the city, dive deeper into Greek food, and learn what to order at restaurants and cafes. You'll quickly learn that Greeks love to eat and are passionate about their cuisine. This tour even includes a sit-down meze lunch with all the traditional Greek dishes. The variety of small plates known as meze are served in most restaurants and traditional tavernas.
So what I'm loving about this food tour is that it does include a stop for trying wine and olive oil. So we're doing a bit of wine tasting and getting an education about the wine production here in Greece. And I'm starting off by trying a white wine from the south of Greece. And now we're moving on to some other treats. So cheers. In a city full of squares, this is Monastiraki Square. It's a historic square because there's been a monastery since the 10th century. It gives its name to the whole neighborhood. And the neighborhood is pretty hip and trendy, but there's a lot of historic sites here in the square. You can see Hadrian's Library, one of the old mosques here, and if you're a shopper, one of the famous flea markets, the Agora Flea Market, is here. So when the Romans were here, they moved the marketplace from the ancient site to this spot here. This is the Roman Agora, or the Roman marketplace, from the 1st century AD. And today it has a lot of historic elements because it's a little bit like a history lasagna. There's Byzantine elements, Ottoman, as well as Roman.
The stunning and super modern Acropolis Museum houses 4,000 artifacts from the Acropolis complex. The museum is conveniently located next to the Acropolis that showcases the vast collection of artifacts, sculptures, and artifacts that were originally part of the Acropolis and its various temples. These treasures include sculptures from the complex and the Parthenon marbles, located in the Parthenon Gallery. Another highlight are the original statue pillars that supported the Erechthion's porch, which have been brought inside and are located on the middle floor. The sculpted female figures, known as caryatides, stand gracefully, draped in flowing garments with intricately detailed hairstyles. They were created between 421 and 407 BC, making them approximately 2,400 years old. The Areopagus, also known as Mars Hill, is situated just northwest of the Acropolis. Socrates himself gave lectures here. It was a central place for public discourse, philosophical debates, and judicial matters. This historic rock is also famous for the Apostle Paul's impactful sermons. A visit here not only connects you with the ancient history, but also offers breathtaking views of Athens.
It's hard to understand ancient Greece without visiting the Agora, which is where I am today. And this is the ancient marketplace. It was the epicenter of ancient Greece for over 1,200 years. Everything happened here, politically, socially, and economically. St. Paul preached here, Socrates taught his philosophies here. It's a great place to really wander about, take in the ruins, take in the sights, and really transport yourself back in time.
The ancient marketplace that was at the center of life in Athens for 1,200 years is a beautiful and relaxing place to explore. Don't forget to wear a pair of comfortable shoes because this area is quite large and you'll need some time to see it. Athens is a treasure trove of archaeological wonders, and no visit to Greece or Athens is complete without exploring the Acropolis. It's one of the major archaeological sites in the world, drawing about 3 million visitors each year. The Odeon of Herodes, the Propylaea, and the Temple of Athena Nike, and the Erechtheion are all fascinating parts of the Acropolis complex. The focal point of the complex and the icon of the Acropolis rock is the Parthenon. It is the epitome of Greek classical architecture and is one of the most important monuments in the Western world. Rapidly constructed under Pericles' watch from 448 to 432 BC, the Parthenon is the latest and greatest temple built on this site.
Well, that concludes our time here in Athens. It's incredible to think that such a modern city with vibrant neighborhoods is over 5,000 years old. We dove deep into Greek culture and explored iconic sites. I'm Angel Castellanos, the tour guide. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and ring that bell so you can find our next video. Happy travels, and yassa!